We're looking at solving a quadratic inequality using the graphing method. And we're going to start off with a basic or general version of a quadratic function. And just as a reminder, f of x is equal to this quadratic is the same thing as saying y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And so in these quadratic inequalities here, we're looking at that quadratic piece as part of an inequality. Since y is equal to this bit on the left-hand side, we can interpret this inequality as being where are those y values less than 0. So if this is the quadratic function, we want to know where are the y values greater than 0 or where are the y values less than 0 depending on which one of these we're looking at. So to start off with the first one, we're looking at where the y values of the ordered pairs are less than 0. So the y values of the ordered pairs on this function are going to be down here, where these y values are less than 0. And so since we're asking where does this happen, the solution is going to be the x values that generate those negative y values. So the solution here would be from negative infinity to negative 2. Now, at x is equal to negative 2, the y value is equal to 0. And since we're not allowed to be equal to 0, we would say to negative 2, but not including. And then you glue here, starting again at x is equal to 3, not including that 3, and then going off to positive infinity. For all x's that are out in this region, the y values of those ordered pairs are negative. So for part B, where are the y values less than, but in this case we're also allowed to be equal to 0. So again, that's the same region down here, but this time the difference is that we are allowing y to be equal to 0, so we're going to include x is equal to negative 2 and x is equal to 3. So this is going to be from negative infinity to negative 2. This time we're including, and then from 3 to positive infinity. For part C, now we're looking to determine where the y values are greater than 0. These ordered pairs are going to have y values that are greater than 0. So now we have to say, well, where is this happening? At x is equal to negative 2, y is equal to 0, so we'll not include that point. At x is equal to positive 3, y is equal to 0, so we'll not include that point, but we are going to include all the x values that are less than 3 or greater than negative 2. So in interval notation, we would say from negative 2 to 3. And then for our last one, now we're looking for the y values that are greater than or equal to 0. And so here we're just going to say, now equaling 0 is okay, so we'll be able to include these two x values, and we can do that in our inequality just by saying now the x values are included, and in interval notation we would say from negative 2 to positive 3 including.